everybody, this is your host Sandhya and I welcome you all to a Traveler's Touch. I have with me Mrs. Jeyasree Ravi, who is an interpersonal life skills trainer and she has mastered the art of meditation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not just that, she has also cracked the formula of living the life successfully by being just happy. So ma'am, like I told us that our productive thoughts actually help others. So can we have a role model as well for someone else's productive thoughts to help us?
Alright, see, this productive thinking is something so abstract because here it's not about your words and deeds but about your thinking. So how a person thinks is something only that person knows. And when you observe another person's life, what you can see is, okay, that you're seeing certain things happen in his life, and from the journey, as we generally say, you can observe the journey and say, okay, maybe this is what he has been thinking and doing. But it really helps in this to have a role model and to be personally associated with them. Because it is only the person who's actually practicing the productive thinking can even explain to you, you know what, this is what happened and this is how I have been thinking. But in general, what would you do? Or to go into a discussion. And you should feel close enough to this role model that you have, who would be able to share with you how his thinking process has been. And this is so very important to have a role model for productive thinking because it's something abstract and it's not obvious for us to learn.
Wonderful. And it's pretty clear enough that it does a lot of good to oneself along with the society if you have a productive thinking, isn't it?
Definitely. See, good thoughts by itself, it does the the inner self a lot of good. And because when you're having good thoughts, and it is more or less like, and we say like meditation, because you need to be happy and grateful, and we say you need to focus on the heart chakra. So when you have good thoughts coupled with this meditation, what happens is you're able to build the shield which protects you, the shield of unconditional love, we say, which protects you from being harmed by others. So this is so important. Now you said it is good for ourselves. I'm saying it's good for our inner self, meaning the soul within you. The seat of the soul is a heart chakra. And so it is good for the soul also, it benefits the soul also, because in your afterlife, the shield that you build in this body-mind combo is what is carried forward to the soul also in the afterlife, in the spirit world. So this shield is what you're passing on to yourself, which is the soul. So that is so very important. So how this productive thinking helps is, it wards off all your negative emotions. It wards off the fear, doubt, worries, and anxiety and everything. And that is how it builds the belief system and it strengthens that shield.
Alright. What do you think, productive thoughts and constructive thought? It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, productive thoughts is the constructive thoughts we are talking about.
What if you have friends around you who are not very happy? Say for example, if somebody is going through a breakup and they are always depressed, continuously talking about that. So do you say that leave that person for a while, give them the space, you don't get your mind or thoughts affected?
See, what happens most of the time is, when our near and dear ones are in some kind of a sorrow or trouble, and they are not having that much of a good life, what happens is, we, or the person who's practicing the productive thinking, say, he is able to definitely enjoy good harvests or good fruits for what he's done. Here, when a near and dear one is in trouble, that is when you look at them and you feel a little guilty. Now I am having everything that I want. Now this person is not having everything, and I feel guilty that I'm unable to do anything for him. What we need to understand is, the maximum that you can do is try to teach him the same kind of productive thinking. That is the only thing that can help him out. because he needs to be aware of the laws. As I said, he needs to comply with them, he needs to apply all the laws, and basically the precondition, you need to be happy. So when that person is unhappy, you feel guilty. You feel guilty that he is unhappy. Now definitely he won't be able to apply anything positive in his life. So, and I am unable to help him. You need to understand each person is responsible for what he is going through.
So basically, if you are doing fine in your life and if somebody else around you is not fine, you needn't really sacrifice your happiness, your thoughts for somebody else.
There are two things. You said sacrificing the thoughts. It's not sacrificing the thoughts. Yes, what we call prayer. Like when, you can put it another way. See, when you feel happy and grateful and you focus on the heart chakra, that is for yourself. You can do the very same. You can feel happy and grateful and you can think of the person that you wish to help and focus on your forehead, this chakra here. And what happens is, when you're feeling happy and grateful and thinking of that person, you would be able to pass on the vibrations to them. That is the maximum that we can do, right? And the other thing, as I said, that we can do to help them is make them also understand and be a little more aware of the laws and to apply them. Otherwise, there is no need for you to sacrifice for the sake of others, because what we are trying to say is there is abundance and there is everything available for everyone. I can have what I want, you can have what I want, he can have what he wants. You know, there's everything available. It's just that we need to understand that.
Okay, you just spoke about gave us a little meditation tip over here for helping our friends or praying for them. Do the friend, he or she in the question, has to be physically present when you are praying for the person?
No, this is not required at all, because here you're going to close your eyes and feel happy and grateful and focus on that person and on this chakra. That is what you're going to do. He will definitely be able to feel the vibrations, which may not be very evident to you because we don't know in what state of evolution he is in.
Right.
He may not be so highly evolved, or his understanding of life may be completely different, so it's going to take him a while. In that case, it may take even hours of meditation. Then what happens? You cannot sit and focus all your life meditating for that person.
Right.
You need to focus on yourself, because this is an ongoing process. You cannot say, I have been meditating on the self and my shield is strong enough.
Right.
Every day it would be bombarded with so many negative vibrations and emotions. Or if there is somebody really trying to harm you, again, your shield is weakened every day. So you need to strengthen it every day. So you cannot say, I am meditating for that person, and that cannot become, it can only be of a secondary priority, and that cannot be your priority in life.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering all my questions so patiently. So friends, whatever questions you have, you can also post it as comments right below this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay connected to some interesting tips from Mrs. Jeyasree Ravi.